Three, two, one. I guess we're just banging in here. All right. So my name's Tom Macrina. I'm here with Matt. This is a NASCAR report. I guess we'll start off. Make sure you like, subscribe. You can find me at Rycape on all social media. You can find Matt at regular old Matt. Head over to Twitter. You want anything else?
No, nowhere else. But check me out on Twitter. We'll be doing some giveaways this weekend for some cards based on some of the picks I'm about to give out.
There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, the lines haven't been posted yet, so we really can't give out any best bets, but we'll tell you the guys we like, who we're looking at. Practice and qualifying happened earlier today. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I know Matt did, so he'll talk a little more about that. But, I guess we'll start off. Let's talk about this track here. This is Bass Pro Shops night race. This is Bristol. 4 drivers are going to be eliminated from playoff contention on Saturday night. Briscoe and Ty Gibbs hold the final 2 spots. The 4 drivers below the cut line are Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex, Harrison Burton. 2 of the 4 of those are past champions. Hamlin is a perennial championship 4 driver. So you kind of feel like all 3 are going to make it on to the next round. That means 3 other guys do not. So Logano is really the only driver locked into the next round. Point differential is close. I think anybody can be eliminated, except obviously Logano, maybe not Bowman. Hamlin has won the past 2 races here. This is a 0.533-mile concrete track. High banking. We're going to be doing 500 laps, which is 266.5 miles. Stage 1 will end at lap 125. Stage 2 at 250. Personally, I think this is a tough track. Drivers will need to find a rhythm. The guys who could do that, Larson's good at that. Hamlin. That's what we'll see. Tire wear is going to play a huge part in this race. Earlier in the season, we saw a lot of tire fall off. Drivers were being chewed up. But this was one of the best races. I expected the same. I'm a huge fan of Bristol. I know you are as well, Matt.
I love Bristol. I'm so excited. Bristol night race in the playoff. Let's go. I'm so excited for this thing tomorrow. I cannot wait. I think back, 15, 20 years ago when Juan Pablo Montoya ran his first race here, and he was talking about it being like the inside of a washing machine. We got one of the best drivers to ever perform here on the outside of the, outside the cut line. What's he going to wind up doing tomorrow? We got Brad Keselowski outside the cut line, who's also probably the top 4 here. What's he going to wind up doing tomorrow? Alex Bowman qualifying on the pole. I cannot wait for 7:30 tomorrow night. I'm so excited.
Me too. It's a good one. And especially under the lights. Under the lights makes it even better.
Under the lights, it's like Christmas. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so I guess we might as well get right to it. You like the favorite? Go ahead, talk about him.
I don't know if I like the favorite. I'm just going to put it out there for anybody who may want to.
You have to like the favorite. All the stats say that this guy's going to win.
Oh, no, yeah. Everything says Denny Hamlin's going to come out tomorrow, dominate this thing from lap 5 on. But everything we've seen the last 2 races, everything we've seen the last 10 races from Denny says something's going to happen that throws it sideways. But when you remove the dirt races here at Bristol, it's been 734 days since someone who wasn't named James Dennis Allen Hamlin has won at Bristol. And right now he's got to do it again because he's outside the cut line on the playoffs. He's coming in tomorrow. He needs a Denny-like performance this weekend to move to the next round. He might be desperate coming in. He's going to do everything he can to accumulate points. I think the desperation was priced into the lines before qualifying. So we're going to see once they drop where we can get him. If you're thinking about taking him, here's some stats that really justify that opinion. He's the 2nd highest rated driver based on average finish since 2021. In that time, he's got 2 wins. He's never finished outside of the top 10. Since 2022, he's the second fastest driver behind his teammate Christopher Bell, who is somebody we also might want to look into this weekend. And he was the 3rd fastest here in the spring. He's led the most laps since 2021. Based on his average rating, he's the best driver at Bristol in the last 3 years. It's super chalky to take Denny, but I think at the end, you're going to want him somewhere on your card. I got a little silly Denny Hamlin NFL parlay that gets me through the weekend as to how I kind of worked him into it. I'll drop that at the end, though, but it winds up being about a plus 380.
All right. I feel you. Yeah, he's great at Bristol. He's great at the tire wear tracks. He's great at short tracks. He's won. He has 2 wins on short tracks since 2024. He's finished worse than second only once. That also includes a runner-up at the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro. He's won 3 of the last 7 races on concrete. My only thing with him is that he hasn't done anything recently. I guess you're expecting him to be aggressive. Is that good for Denny Hamlin?
Traditionally, it's really not. He winds up pissing somebody off and getting wrecked. But I think he knows what he has to do to get that first title. He knows that he's got to get through tomorrow. Like, at this point, he just has to take it one race at a time. Get through Bristol. Get through next week. Get through the week after. And then build those points. He can't shoot himself in the foot. And all of the chalky plays really rely on him not hurting himself. And I think he finally he understands it. He understands how great of a regular season he had and how close he is to finally achieving that dream. So they put a good car under him, which JGR really looks like they're coming out fast out of the haulers this week. Between Chandler Smith taking the pole in Xfinity and the way that they ran in qualifying Cup, JGR is putting good cars under these guys. I really think Denny tomorrow is going to be somebody to reckon with.
All right. So the way I see it is all he really has to do is be better than Briscoe and Ty Gibbs. So if it's me, I'm trying to stack up the points, be better than these guys. Bristol's not the type of track where if you fall back in Bristol, you're going to be done. You get a penalty, you get in an accident, you're finished. I don't think he can. I think he has to chill, relax, go with the flow of the race, get the stage points, win a stage. All you have to do is win a stage.
But not to the point that he went with the flow in Atlanta. Like that I think is the reason he's in this position, is because he didn't really think he can compete and go as hard as he needed to in Atlanta. And now he's in the spot where you got to be Denny Hamlin tomorrow in Bristol.
Yeah. So the good drivers in Bristol are the ones who can go through the field. And I think Denny Hamlin is someone who could do that. So I think he could afford to stay back, and then when stage breaks come out, then you start being more aggressive. But yeah, he doesn't have to win the race. A win would be nice, but just the way the price is, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be on my card, and I bet Denny Hamlin a lot.
And that's where the price came into it for me. His outright was awful before qualifying. His top 5 was awful. His top 3 is the only number where you could actually find value. But when you combine his top 5 with a Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown, boom, plus 380. Let's go.
How did he qualify?
He's I think he's like 9th, 10th. Hang on, let me see.
Right. So not horrible.
No, he's up there. Let me see. I got it up.
I don't know. I'll never say to not bet Denny Hamlin. I'm high on him this week. I just don't think he'll make my card. Unless there's some crazy matchup that pops up or something like that. He won't make my card.
He's jumping off 8th tomorrow. Top 5, Lamar Jackson, plus 380. That's where I am on Denny Hamlin.
I like that. I like that. All right, let's talk about some other guys. The other favorite, we don't have lines out. Did I mention that?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I did. But all right. So I like Kyle Larson. He's the other favorite. I'm going to take him over Denny Hamlin. So in the last 5 races on concrete, he won the 2021 night race. We're not talking about the dirt ones here either. 4 top 5s. He has a finish no worse than 6th. While driving for Hendrick, he's never had a single finish outside the top 5 at the track. He's led laps in each of the last 5 starts in Bristol. 310 laps led his last 5. 889 in his career. He's 6 top 5s, 11 top 10s, and 16 starts here. 4 straight top 5s. Over his last 10 here, he has an average finish of 5.7. He only has 1 win, but this is one of his best tracks. He should be battling with Denny Hamlin, as usual.
I mean, he ran a 15.183 today to qualify, which is insane. Only behind his teammate Alex Bowman. He's running off in the 2nd position. Everything that you said says he's gonna have a great run tomorrow. He also kind of needs it a little bit, not as much as Denny, not as much as Brad Keselowski, but he could stand to have a good showing tomorrow here at Bristol. I think anywhere you can find Kyle Larson to fit him in your card, I'm with you. Take it.
Yeah, I think I'm just taking him outright.
I'll be joining you.
I mean, he wins. If he doesn't, I think it's going to be because he got out early. Though that's the way my luck has been going the last couple of weeks. The 2 times we were not on the show, I had 3 outrights, and in both races, 2 of them were out in the first accident, which in both cases were 3 to 5 laps.
Yep. Well, yeah, the last 2 weeks have been super silly, but hey, we're on to Bristol. Everybody loves Bristol. We love Bristol. We're gonna have a weekend.
Yes, we are. All right. Let's see, who else do I like? Ty Gibbs led 239 laps in his last 2 starts at Bristol. 137 in the spring race. He had one of the best cars. He was leading with less than 100 laps to go before a tire went down. He still finished in 9th place. He also swept both stages in the opening stages in that race. I guess the problem is that he was good then. He's not so good here. He doesn't have the momentum. Pre-qualifying, I wasn't a fan of the price, but this is a good track for him. So if he opens up at a good number, I'll probably be on him 16 to 1. I guess I go 15, 14 maybe.
I was checking to see if any lines were up for anything at this point. I thought Gibbs was going to come out of that hauler fast today. I bet him to win the pole. He was all right for a while. He's starting kind of mid-pack right now. I hope he wins this race just so I can finally cash that over half a win bet that I've had since Super Bowl Sunday. I like Gibbs. I don't know if he's the best in that stable right now with Denny, the way that Truex rolled out of that truck today and, came in P4, and then the way Christopher Bell was running all day today. I don't know if he's got it, but if you can find a good price on Ty Gibbs, I would definitely look into taking it.
So what do you think of like a top 5 plus 180?
Top 5 plus 180 for Gibbs? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd jump on that.
All right. I think I would too.
Yeah.
All right. Good. All right. So I guess we both like one of each of the RFK guys. Want to talk about Brad?
I like both the RFK guys. Well, right. I like one more now after qualifying than the other one, but given his history here, I think I think Brad's gonna come back and help me out while Chris continues on his Go Fuck Yourself tour 2024. And I am excited for that. And I will watch every single time he does it. Going back to Keselowski, much like Denny, he's below the cut line, so he's going to reach into his bag of tricks, pull out a top-tier finish. He's not as dominant as Denny's been here, but he's proven over the years he's not a slouch either. Yeah, he's the fourth highest rated driver here since 2021 with an average finish of 7.5. While he hasn't won here since spring 2020, he's finished 6th, 8th, and 3rd in 3 of his last trips here. Speed-wise, he also runs really, really quick at Bristol, aside from qualifying today. He was the 8th fastest in spring, and over the last 3 races, he's been the 4th fastest. I'm on 2 bets that have Brad Keselowski in them. The first one, it's over on DraftKings. Keselowski over Truex. I got it at minus 125. Given the way that Martin Truex qualified today in P4 and Keselowski's down in the mid-teens, you can get a better number on this if you actually like Brad Keselowski when they finally drop lines again. And then my second bet featuring Brad Keselowski is going to include somebody who I'm really, really high on and who really came through in qualifying this week, Alex Bowman. Right? You want to talk about Chris Buescher?
All right. Yeah, but real quick, with the Keselowski over Martin Truex Jr., I agree. What did you say you got it at? 125?
Yeah, 125 over on DraftKings this morning.
Yes. I don't expect it to move too much, but I think that's a good play. I've been on a fade of Truex for years now. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, but yeah, I definitely think Keselowski does better. Yeah, 125 is a good number for that. I'll when the numbers open up, I'll be looking for that as well. But yeah, Chris Buescher. Not a lot of drivers went back-to-back races, but Buescher did it last year. So let's see if you can do it again. Talk about his stats here. His average finish is 7.7. Average running position of 9.8, which is second. Laps led 34.2, which is fifth. Fastest lap 17.7. He has momentum. That was a great ending last week to that race. And
dude,
he should
that
be
race
a
was
cloud
phenomenal.
nine right now.
I am all in on the Chris Buescher double middle, like the double middle tour. Like I am all about him winning. He should be in the playoffs. He should.
In the first Atlanta, he had a crazy finish. I'm a fan. I like him.
I like him too.
So I used to be a big Brad Keselowski hater, but since Chris Buescher came on, I'm pro Brad too.
Dude, I was a Carl Edwards guy way back.
RFK.
There's Carl Edwards' first win from Atlanta. Like I was a big Carl Edwards guy, big Roush guy. But let's go. Let's get RFK back into this thing.
There we go. Yeah. All right. So we can bet on both of them. I guess Buescher's price won't be as good as it was, but Keselowski might be better.
I took Buescher 2 spots. I took him top 10 minus 125 on Bet365. Good luck if you can get that still. And then top Ford plus 450 on DraftKings. The only 2 people who were ahead of him were Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, so if you go to Hamlin route, Keselowski's got to be aggressive, right? Yeah, so Keselowski and aggressive usually equals cautious.
Yep.
So,
and I don't know if you guys saw, like Ryan Blaney does not perform here in Bristol. He just doesn't. He's great in Martinsville, pretty good in Richmond, not great here in Bristol. Last time I said that, he won, so do with that what you will. I think Buescher, wherever you can get him top forward, is probably something you might want to have tomorrow once these lines drop again.
Yeah, he had a nice price before practice and qualifying. Should have got on that. Yeah, Buescher. Who else are you talking about?
I got Alex Bowman, baby.
Yeah, all right. Good.
Some bitch refuses to go away. He will not go away, and I love him for it. He's having a great season. He's having a solid playoff run, including that top 5 in Atlanta, respectable showing last week in Watkins Glen. I'm betting on him to continue that good run of form here in Bristol. And truth be told, I wrote this before qualifying. What did he do? Came out, took the pole. He's a 12th highest rated driver here based on average finish since 2021. He has 2 top 5s in the last 4 races, including 4th place here in the spring. I took him top 10 plus 160 on 365 before qualifying. If he can get it, great. If not, it happens. If you want to find some way to get on Bowman to finish top 10, another thing that I took, it's over on FanDuel. If once they drop these again, it'll be under the race specials. Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman to finish top 10 plus 280, which I think is something that provides value on both. And then jumping on Alex Bowman to actually win this thing tomorrow. I can only imagine what the odds were prior to him qualifying P1, but it's going to be hard to pass. He's having a great season. Show Alex Bowman a little love this week.
All right. So, yeah, I got you. I like all the Hendrick guys. I think they're all going to do well. I'm pretty high on Chase Elliott. This is a good track for him. William Byron, he qualified well, right? I mean, he's got to do something too. He hasn't done anything.
Sorry, the kids are running around upstairs. I think
I got you.
It's fine. Byron qualified, I think, 4th. So I think hang on, let me see here. I'm sorry, he qualified 3rd. So 1, 2, and 3 are all Hendrick going into tomorrow night.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like any Hendrick, any of them. So Chase Elliott will probably be the best price.
Yeah, right. He was going into qualifying. I think he was probably plus 100 for top 10. So definitely, that's where you're going to find out. That's where you're going to find the best price.
Yeah, that's where the value is. I think Chase Elliott. I'll have Chase Elliott on my card. Any long shots you like? I like a couple of guys. SHR. This is a good track for them. The short tracks. This is their last short track. I think they're going to be good. So there's 2 guys I like from that camp. That's Josh Berry and Chase Briscoe. As we saw, Chase Briscoe does good in these cutoff races. So he qualified 4th?
5th.
5th, yeah. So he's in the top 5. This is a nice track for him. And then Josh Berry, he's same thing. He's ran here well. Yeah, this is a same thing. Good track for him. So dirt guys, late model guys, these are the guys who run good here. SHR, they should have their cars ready. I guess Chase Briscoe, you're not going to get a good price on the top 10. You might on Josh Berry.
So I'm actually playing Ryan Preece in one of my fantasy leagues. He qualified 14th. He was one of the fastest cars out of the gate in qualifying today. I like Preece. And then Daniel Hemrick, for some reason, he's done nothing all year. I get it. But he's done well here in Xfinity. So I think if you're looking for a long shot, don't put more than a quarter unit on Daniel Hemrick to do anything. But he's starting ahead of Ryan Blaney. He's starting ahead of Brad Keselowski. Look at a top 10 for Daniel Hemrick, just as a fun little flyer tomorrow.
All right, I like that Priest actually. I think he'll be a good price for a top 10 too. So I'll probably put Son on that one. There's one more guy I like, long shot. Kind of upset I wasn't on him last week because he got a top 3, and I've been riding this guy forever, and that is Carson Hocevar. Yeah, he seems like he could get a top 10 whenever at this point. He just keeps doing them. Any kind of track, Carson Hocevar is right there. I remember in the truck series, he was like a wrecker, and now he's driving well. That's Dan's boy. He's friends with his
rolling
dad.
off 7th. the dude can wheel it, man.
Yeah.
He can wheel it. So he's rolling off in front of Denny Hamlin. We just told everybody how Denny Hamlin is the second coming of Christ on this racetrack, and Carson Hocevar is rolling off ahead of him. Take a look at him tomorrow for a top 10. Why not?
Yeah. Should be a decent price. I mean, we're not going to get the fucking 12-1s that we used to get. But maybe you get a fucking 4-1, 3-1.
4-1 for a half unit. You're doing good.
I'll put a full unit on that shit. No half units here.
Full unit, Carson Hocevar, top 10, go.
That's it. All right. Let me take one look to see if any lines are out, and it doesn't look like it.
Let me look too.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Oh, can I give out one long-term future? Just because I'm riding that Alex Bowman wave so far. I'm gonna ride it across the ocean.
All right.
Alex Bowman to make the top 4 plus 600. I'm taking it right now.
I like it.
I'm taking it.
I like it.
I'm taking it. And then add in Joey Logano to make the top 4. It's an even year? Even years? Every year.
Yeah.
He's made a top 4. He's already got that win. So I'm throwing out Joey Logano, top 4. Alex Bowman, top 4, plus 600. Take them if you want a fun little futures bet between now and Thanksgiving.
All right. Well, I'll give out a couple plays too. They're not from NASCAR, but I gave them out the other day. Tennessee minus 7.5. I like that. That's tomorrow. And then USC plays Michigan. I like USC minus a 5.5. I just think both of these teams are superior to the others, much better teams. It doesn't bother me that they're the road teams. In Tennessee's case, I just think they're better on both sides of the ball, like much better. Whereas Oklahoma is an average team. Their defense is pretty good. Their offense has problems all over the place. And Michigan is just full of problems. They just changed their quarterback. I don't know how good that makes your offense when you already had a bad offense. I don't see it as an upgrade. So, yeah, those are two plays I like. I also like Miami team total. I haven't looked at the number. Over 41.5, I think, is what it is right now. You could take that. They play South Florida. They should blow this team out. Cam Ward's the real deal. They're just going to keep on scoring. Go home and party. South Florida because they're Miami. Bam.
Got it all to you.
So, yeah, we're don't forget we're racing tomorrow night in Bristol. 7:30's race start. Yeah.
7:37-ish.
Yeah, so I'll have my plays up on Twitter. I'll have my plays up on, if you're watching Facebook, on my Facebook. And in the Insiders Room Discord. I put them in all my Discords. Matt, tell them where they can find you. I'll give my spiel about how I'm doing, and we'll get out of here.
Absolutely. At Regular Old Matt on Twitter. Tomorrow, we'll have a Brad Keselowski card if he finishes top 10. We'll also have a Kyle Larson numbered card if he finishes, what do you say, top 3? Perfect. We'll have 2 giveaways over at regularoldmatt.com or at regularoldmatt on Twitter. I don't have a website.
I got you.
Like, follow, retweet the show. We'll go from there.
You see it, Regular Old Matt. Go give them a follow. Giveaways. We got the shows up there. We're giving out free plays. You can find me at Rycape. You're going to find me and my sites as Tom Macrina because that's my name. You can find me. Pickadvisor.com is going to have these plays. My premium plays you can find on Winners and Winers, Picks and Parlays, sportscapping.com. Yeah, hit me up on social media. I'm doing everything. NASCAR Report every Friday at 8 o'clock. I'm doing the football report every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, too. I'm giving out free plays for the NFL, college football. I'm hot in everything right now. 9-3 my last 11 in Major League Baseball. 8-4 my last 12 in soccer. I've been crushing UCL. WNBA, I am on a 7-1 streak, cashing to 67%. My last 30, 61% on the season. Playoffs start on Sunday. Make sure you grab a package, and we're just going to win together. WNBA. I love the WNBA. The WNBA loves me. Why don't you all love the WNBA?
And we all like money.
It's all green no matter what we're betting on. I'm on a 13-4 run overall. I'm starting to get hot. This is my time of year. Just jump on. So, make sure you check out me, Tom Macrina. You can find me at Rycape. That's Matt, regular old Matt. Race day is tomorrow. We're at Bristol. I'm going to have some plays for you. Matt's going to have some plays for you. We're all going to win some money. Happy race day. Matt, thanks for coming on.
Always a pleasure. It's Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby. Let's cash some tickets.
Let's do it.